Hello and welcome to Monday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic and a beautiful looking puzzle to have a go at today. This is called To Be Pencil and it's by Aaron Lee Day, who may be known to most of you a little better as Aspartagcus. Aspartagcus has been making puzzles, making the most wonderful puzzles for the sort of Sudoku / logic problem world. For many years, and Aaron is blessed with one of these wonderful brains. I think of Aaron a bit like Marty Sears, somebody who just sees the world slightly differently and can come up with the most incredible stuff. This one's been recommended to us by Peter Veenis, amongst others. So I think it's going to be very, very good. Although I did look for it on Logic Masters Germany before I turned on the webcam and I couldn't find it. So I have no idea how hard this is. Now I've also got two versions of it. This version, these lines are German Whispers lines. So I've got another version here, which is perhaps we might use to solve just because it looks a little bit more standard. But there aren't many rules to this one, so we're going to have a look at this in a moment or two's time and we'll see how we get on. Now, what do I need to mention today? I've got a few birthdays to do actually. It's weird the way the birthdays go in cycles. Some days there are very few. Today is a bigger birthday day. But firstly, let's talk about the Hobbit Sudoku hunt that we have going on at the moment. It's our monthly competition for January. Here is the current... No, it's not the current. I haven't refreshed this, actually. This is the current solve counts. So let's refresh it and see where we go. Reload. Oh, I didn't really pay close enough attention. Over 700 now. 700 of our patrons have solved all 19 puzzles. That is absolutely phenomenal. And in fact, about a third of folk who've solved any of the puzzles have solved all of the puzzles. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. This is Blobz Sudoku Hunt. As I say, 19 puzzles in all. It is all of the puzzles are great. None of them are monstrously difficult. Some of them are sort of medium hard, but nothing monstrous. So if you haven't started yet, you'll definitely get through it. Before the closing date, which is the 20th. Do have a go. It is well worth your puzzling time. Other than that, let's just do the birthdays. Let me look at my list. We'll start off with Alice. Alice, you've turned 17 today, and I know this because your friend E wrote to us. And E said that you are fantastic, witty, clever, and fun to be around, which must be a very nice thing to hear on your birthday. So Alice, I hope you have a great one. I'm not sure if you're having chocolate cake, but if you enjoy it, I hope you are, and I hope it is extremely heavily iced. Now, actually, someone else who I know is having nice chocolate cake is Floor. Floor over there in the Netherlands, who's turned 24 today. Floor, well, I know you were planning on nice chocolate cake. I hope it proves to be delicious. And many happy returns. Next, we'll fly over the Atlantic Ocean to Mexico, where Joel has turned a secret age today. If you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you'll be very familiar with how old Joel is. 45. Many happy returns. Next, Jordan. Jordan, your best friend Mac wrote to us. And I think you might be in LA, in California. I hope if you are, you haven't been too badly affected by these awful fires we've had on our televisions recently. Absolutely awful. Anyway, let's put that to one side. Jordan, I am very grateful to you because apparently you have shared the existence of Cracking the Cryptic with the entire friend group. So we're very appreciative of people who spread the word about these variant Sudoku puzzles. And Jordan, I hope you have a brilliant birthday. And as I say, your best friend Mac was very keen that you should get a shout out. Next, where are we going next? Switzerland. We're travelling the globe. Jewel, you've turned 22. Or actually, I'm late with this one, aren't I? This was the 10th of January. Well, it was because I was playing in the golf tournament. I'm sorry I didn't get to this message in time. But Jewel, your sister Josie wrote to us. I think you were planning on having plum cake. And I loved the fact that the two of you FaceTime together to solve our monthly rewards over on Patreon, so that you can apply two brains, which I guess are always better than one. So Jewel, many happy returns. I hope you had a great birthday. Next, Oliver. Oliver, you've turned 28 today, and I know this because Stefan wrote to us and said you're such a special person. And you introduced him to Cracking the Cryptic last year. So, Oliver, thank you for doing that. And I hope you have a great birthday today. And then, this did arrive in time. Connor, who apparently is known better to people who meet him as Mouth. And I'm not being rude here, Connor. This is what your mother told me. Your mother, Mandy, wrote to me to tell me that you've turned 19 today over in Las Vegas, Nevada. That is a very fine place to spend a few days. And you're going back to uni soon to do physics and mathematics. So, Connor, I hope you have a great birthday, great 19th birthday today. I've no doubt over in Las Vegas you can get some very, very fine cake. And with all that said and done, let's turn our attention to doing some Sudoku solving and have a look at 2B Pencil by Aspartagcus. The rules are short, and they are as follows. We've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So we have to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. German whispers. So neighbouring numbers along the line must differ by at least 5. So if this square is a 1, then this square would have to be at least 6, because it needs to be at least 5 different from 1. So 6, 7, 8 or 9, and then the same would be true for that digit. That would also have to be 6, 7, 8 or 9. So that's how the green line will work. 2 of the cells covered by the circle contain the same digit. So either those two will be the same, or these, or those two will be the same. And that's all the rules. Do have a go. Aspartagcus's puzzles are always an absolute delight. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now, I get to play. Let's get cracking. And the only thing I can see that we can possibly do here is to use the secrets I know about German whispers lines. Now, let me explain. The first thing, actually, maybe we should... No, okay, I can't see how to use the first thing particularly, but what I was going to say is you can't put 5 on one of these green lines. Let's establish why that's the case. If we did put 5 on the line, what would be the next digit? And the point is it has to be a digit that's 5 away from 5 at least. And if we go downwards, we get to 0 and lower, and they aren't Sudoku digits. And if we go upwards, we get to numbers like 10, 11, 12, and that's not Sudoku digits. So 5 doesn't go on the line. Now, what that establishes, if we think through the corollary of that, is that the line will oscillate polarity. So let's say that this digit is a digit that's lower than 5. Well, we immediately know that this digit, because it can't be 5 itself, is going to be a higher than 5 digit. And the reason, I mean, that should be pretty obvious if you think about it, but let's imagine these were both lower than 5. Could they both be 5 apart at least? Clearly not. The furthest apart these could be would be 1 and 4. That's only 3 apart. So that won't work. So what you get along these green lines is an oscillating effect. Where, in fact, let's do it. So this is something you should make the effort not to get wrong. If you get this wrong, all conclusions will be invalid. So I think those squares are one polarity. Oh, that's beautiful, actually, against the green background. So if I haven't made a ricket, these cells will be the other polarity. Now, what colour should we have there? Let's have blue, maybe? Is that all right? Looks quite pretty, doesn't it? I think that they seem distinct, at least to my eyes. Right, yeah, okay, so that's... there is a third secret German whispers, which I will just mention, which is that there are 2 digits that are very constrained on whispers, and the way to get to those digits is to recognise that 5 was very, well, impossible to place. 4 and 6 are also really hard, because if you put 4 on a whisper, there's only one possible partner, and that's the digit 9. It's the only digit that's 5 away from 4 at least, and if you put 6 on a whisper, the next digit would have to be a 1 because that is the only partner there. So 6s and 4s are probably going to be interesting when we're thinking about where we could put them on the line. Now, the first thing I'm seeing from our shading is look at row 4. In fact, this might be the only thing I'm seeing, which is a bit disconcerting. In row 4, we do have the entire panoply of one polarity. These digits are either 1, 2, 3 and 4, or they are 6, 7, 8 and 9, because they are all 4 of one type. Which means... oh no, that doesn't... well, actually I was about to say... I was about to hope that would be useful in terms of thinking about where 6 or 4 could go in that sequence. Which one of these could take a 6 and a 4, but at first blush it looks like all of them can. I'm not actually seeing anything else. We get a given 2, which if it was purple would complete the purple for that row and that column. I can see that 4 is difficult, but I don't think it's impossible. Oh. Actually, I'm not sure. I was wondering whether I could disprove or prove that if this was purple, obviously that's completing a purple set here, and it's completing a purple set here. And then I immediately thought about where 4 would go. Actually, no, you can't put 4. I didn't realise this. So as I was looking at it, yeah, I think there might be a problem. Because we simultaneously... yeah, okay, let's look at this. I think this is interesting. Where would the 4 be in column 6? Now, it wouldn't be here. That's definitely true, because these 2 squares would both be 9. It wouldn't be here, because these 2 squares would definitely be 9. So the only way place 4 could go would be here. But then we have the question, okay, that's fine. But where would we put 4 in row 3? And there is nowhere to put it. It has to go in one of these cells. Well, it clearly doesn't go there because of this 4. It doesn't go here because putting 4 here, of course, makes this 9. So if you put 4 there, this becomes a 9. If you put 4 here, this becomes a 9. So you can't do it. So that those 2 things cannot mutually be true. So actually... this digit is not purple, that digit is blue, and that means blue is low. Blue is low. So purple is high, and I think that means I meant to change purple to orange. Because in our sort of primitive way of thinking about this, sunny digits are hotter and therefore higher than lower digits, and sort of blue is a cold colour associated with bad temperatures like we have in Surrey at the moment. So, alright, so that's good. So now these squares are 1, 2, 3 and 4. And that means that one of those is a 4, so if that's a 4, that's double 9. If that's a 4, That's double 9. No, it's so weird that 4 is totally unrestricted in row 4 now. I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to do this, but I'm wondering if I have to. Do I have to sort of do this and then, yeah, I might have to do it, because I can immediately see now, which I wasn't really focusing on, that this square can't be 4 because it would put 2 9s in box 2. This can't be 4, it would put 2 9s in column 6. Oh goodness, can we do any... Oh, actually, what colour's that? I haven't even highlighted this one. That is blue. So that's that's 1 or 3. That's only 1 or 3, because it can't be 4 because it would put 2 9s into the row. Have I missed off any other green cell? And how could I see that? How could I not see that I hadn't highlighted that one? That can't be 2. It sees 2 in its column. That can't be 4. It would put double 9 here. That one might be able to be 4. That one might be able to be... If that's 4, that would be 9 by Sudoku. Because if this is 4, you get double 9 here, and then you'd have to put 9 in column 3. It would have to go there. Goodness me. Okay. All right, let's do the same. Let's do the same with the hot digits. So 6, 7, 8, 9. I would... Right, that can't be 6 because it would cause double 1 in column 5. That can't be 6. It would cause double 1 in box 1. Can that be 6? Ooh, maybe. That can't be. That would cause double 1 in box 6. That one... No, that would cause double 1 in box... Well, in row 4. This one would cause double 1 in row 6. This one would cause double 1 in row 8. Okay, so the hot digits are being a bit more well behaved. That certainly can't be 6. That would cause double 1 in column 1 or box 4. 7, 8, 9, triple in row 5. This one, can I do this one? That would cause double 1. That would put a 1 up here. Oh, that would be quite powerful. If that's 6, that would cause double 1. This would become 3. That would have to sit between an 8 and a 9. This would be a 6 or a 7. And what was the other thing? This thing. What? That's got 2 cells that are the same. So if the repeated digit here, oh, it's quite hard for it to be a high digit. Oh, it could be 5, you know. I haven't thought about that. I haven't really thought about 5s at all. But if 5 was repeated either there or there, it would go there, wouldn't it? That's probably what's going on. If it's a high digit that's repeated, because neither of these digits can be 7, 8 or 9, it would have to be a 6 that's repeated, and that would go there. But if it's a low digit that's repeated, well, no, it can't go there, can it? It would go in one of those 2 squares. And it would finish all of the low digits in row 6 if one of these was low and repeated. So say those 2 were blue, then we'd have all the blues in row 6, one of which would have to be a 4. Right. Okay, here is a strange point, I think. This is similar to what we were doing, I can't remember, I think it was here or something I was looking at, and here, wasn't it? Look at this digit. Now, if that's a 4, we have got a problem. Because if it's a 4, what's this digit? If that's a 4, that's a 9. And now I can't put 4 in this row. Because if I put a 4, obviously neither of these can be 4 now. If you put a 4 there, it puts a 9 here. If you put a 4 here, it puts a 9 here. So there'll be 2 9s in row 5. That won't work. So that's not 4. No, it doesn't mean one of these has to be 4. Oh no, come on. Can we do that another way? Is there another? I think it's something to do with this foursome here. Let's try. Do I know one of these is a 4 now? If one of these was not a 4, there would be a 9 in one of these. This would be a 7 or an 8. Wow, I don't know actually. This is suddenly feeling quite challenging. Maybe it's 5s. I've not thought very hard about 5s at all. So 5 has to be in columns 2 and 3 in box 4. But the problem is 5 has to be not in the quincunx in box in box 2. Mark and I were talking about whether we should have a T-shirt about quincunxes. A quincunx is this pattern. And we think we should. But yeah, 5 is obviously not. It's in one of the 4 cells that are not the quincunx in box 4. Box 2, sorry. No, I don't like that thought. That's a bad thought. Naughty thought. Go away. Oh, what am I not seeing here? It's going to be something really evident, I think. That's not a 2, for example. That's quite that's quite a straightforward thought. So if that's 3, these have to be an 8-9 pair. Because 3 is a bit like 4, but not as diligent in terms of who it partners up with. So 3 can partner up with 8 and 9. So that would be 6 or 7. That would restrict this digit. Yeah, okay. So look at the quincunx a little bit more carefully. You can only put a maximum of 1 low digit in these 2 squares, because if you put 2 low digits, there would be 5 low digits in column 5, and that's too many. Obviously, we're only selecting for low digits. We're only thinking about 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. So one of those must be low. And one of these must be low, because again you've got this. We've already got 3 low digits in row 2 already, so I can only have 1 maximum here. There must be 4 low digits in this box, and they have to be allocated 1 here and 1 here, and that means well, it doesn't mean that all of these are high, because one of them could be 5. We'll have to put a 5 in here. So in one sort of either vertically or horizontally in here, there is a 5 and a low digit. So either these 4 squares are all 6, 7, 8, 9, or these squares are all, those squares are all 6, 7, 8, 9. That would give me a quadruple in box 8. Yeah, okay, alright, so we might do this actually, because I can see something that might be helpful. Yeah, definitely, right. So I'm going to extend my, well, I don't have to do anything to change. All I'm going to do is change my definition of orange. So I was using orange to indicate 6, 7, 8, and 9. But if you'll permit me, I'm also going to say 5 can be orange. Because if I do that, then I can do lots of things which I think look interesting. So if I'm allowing 5 to be an orange digit, I can make all of those orange. I can make all of these orange for the reasons we explained. One of these is blue, completing the blue quadruple for column 5, so the rest of the column is orange. One of these is blue, completing the quadruple of blue for this row, so the rest of the row is orange. Oh no, I need 5 oranges. Well, I've got 5 oranges in box 5. That's one thing I saw I could get from doing this. So these two are both blue. And, oh, well, that means one of these is blue. Oh, well, that's this is beautiful. Right, I'm going to use this circle thing now. Because now both sides of the right-hand side of this circle are both blue digits. Let's label them up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the repeated digit, one of these must be blue. I don't know which one. But one of them's blue, so the rest of this column has to be, you've guessed it, orange. Oh, bobbins, has this not worked? Bother. Oh, I got hopeful then. I don't think it's quite done it, has it? It's not bad. I know the repeated digit on here is low, so it is going in one of those 2 squares. Oh, I tell you what we could do then. If one, yeah, this is okay. So in fact, if we look at this domino, one of these is blue, and one of them is orange. So in this domino, one of these is blue, and one of these is orange, just to make sure that we have the correct number for the box. And that gives us 5 oranges in column column 2. So this is blue, and these are blue. So it's still not good enough, I don't think. No, I don't think it is. Let's get rid of that. That's just going to confuse me. This digit is high, but it's not 7, 8, or 9. So that's got to be 5 or 6. Oh, hang on, I hadn't seen this. I've got 4 low digits in row 6, so the rest of this row is all orange. Now I've got 5 orange in column 8, so the rest of this column is all blue. I've got 5 orange in... Oh, this is great. Now I've got... Okay, so now I know. I don't know what the repeated digit is, but I know where it goes. It's that one. That is the repeated digit. And it goes in one of those 2 squares. Okay. Can we do any more? I'm not sure is the answer, but I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful than I was. I've got to put... Oh dear, I shouldn't have been hopeful, should I? This is one of each. 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 4. I've got 4 blues in row 8. Boom. So all of those are orange. Now I've got 5 oranges in box 8. So I can finish these off. Now I've got 4 blues in this column, so I get an orange here. We know that we had to allocate one of each there. Look at the bottom row. I've got 4 blues, so I can fill these in as well. They've all got to be orange. Now I've got all the oranges in. Oh, this is gorgeous. Goodness me. So I've got one of each here, one of each here. I've got to put one of each here. Oh, I see, one of each here. Oh, okay. Can I do... I don't know. I'm not sure. What? No, it doesn't work. Okay, but it's still good. It's still good. We're doing better than we were. How do we do? What do we do next to make this easier to solve? It's going to be... golly gosh, I don't know. Does that digit go there? Maybe. Actually, not if that's a 3. That won't work, will it? If that's a 3, this is going to have to be an 8-9 pair. That's going to make this a 6 or a 7. So that couldn't also be 3, because 3 and 6 and 3 and 7 are not 5 apart. So actually, if that's 3, that has to be 1. But if that's 1, I don't think it works the same way. I don't think 1 puts the same pressure on the world. I don't know what to do. That's the long and short of this. I don't know what to do. Can I use the given 2 somehow? Oh, I suppose what I could do is label these squares up. These are 1, 3 and 4 now. I wonder if what I'm meant to be able to do is just to complete this colouring though, because we've got awfully close to doing it. I've got 4 oranges here. One of these is orange. One of these is orange. I'm not sure. And only this digit... oh, that's simple enough. Where's this digit in this box? 5 or 6. It's got to go there, hasn't it? Okay, I'm going to give that a colour as well, actually. Let's give that a... oh no, terrible choice. I'll make it green. That's lovely. Okay, so that digit could go here if it's 6, but otherwise it's in one of these 2, because it's definitely not as high as 7. And that... oh, Maverick's about to fly over. Hello, Maverick. Okay. So here's a thought. Where is, in this box, where's the digit that's 5 or 6 that's not this square? And the answer is I don't know, but it's definitely in one of those 2 cells, isn't it? So let's give that a colour. Oh no. So my black colour is whatever this isn't. It's a 5 or a 6 that's not this. And the reason that seems interesting is now I can prove this digit is 7, 8 or 9. Because it sees, this digit sees the 5, 6 pair. I'm so sorry. I have had a total ricket. I've been away from the puzzle for ages because I forgot I was doing the school run today, and the alarm went off on my watch, and I had to rush off, and I've done that, and I'm back. But I have been away from the puzzle for a while. So let us go back, and I will try and remember what we were doing. Where we were apparently, what was I doing? I was doing something with 5s and 6s, was I? I was just, okay, so all I was doing was saying that the middle digit goes... yes, I worked out the middle digit went up there, didn't I? Then what did I do after that? I said, why have I highlighted the black digit here? Oh yeah, the black... okay, so the black digit was the friend of 5 or 6. That isn't... so it isn't the middle digit. Yes, in this box, there is a black digit that's not the green digit, that is 5 or 6, and that's looking at this square, so that's why that's 7, 8 or 9. Okay, so I do understand that. But... so... no. So I was about to say, where does the black digit go? Up here, but I don't think we know the answer. It's in one of those 3 squares. Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay. Where's? Oh my goodness me. Okay. Well, at least this we weren't at an impasse. Where's 5 in this box? Is now very revealable, because we've got a 5 here. Well, we've got a 5 either here or in the black digit, because there's a virtual 5, 6 player between those 3 squares, and that can only go there. So that's 5, and that's our first digit in the grid. So now, no, still don't know, do we? So the rest of this row is now high, really high digits, 6, genuinely orange digits, 6, 7s, 8s and 9s. And that might be helpful for some reason. The black digit is in one of 2 places in box 5. The black digit is in one of 2 places in box 4. So the black digit, it can't be that one, can it? So the black digit's in one of 2 places in box 6. So the black digit is in one of... So the black digit is not the green digit. I mean, I know the black digit isn't the green digit. What I mean to say is that the black digit is 6, I think, by Sudoku on column 8, because the black digit's up here. So these can't be 5. So the black oh, see, I don't even know where the black digit goes, but I do know it's 6 now. Okay, so what we do is we get the black digit as 6. We can't put it anywhere, but it reveals the green digit is 5, and I can put the green digit in that place and that place. So they are 5. So, okay, and the black digit, because it's up here and is 6, that is not 6. So the black digit is 6. The black digit is 6. So we just need to pencil mark 6s everywhere. One of those is a 6 in box 2. So that's quite interesting for 1. Because remember, 6 and 1 are always next to each other on the black dot. So I'm a bit out of breath here as well. The black digit, because one of these is the black digit, let's just put that in, and is 6. 1 is either there or there, isn't it? If this is 6, this is 1. If this is 6, this is 1. So that's not 1, and that's not 1. And now that can't be... this is lovely. That can't be 6, because that would put a 1 here. Yeah, so this is a theme of this puzzle. You have to be very careful with putting extreme digits in certain spots, because they don't work. So this is now 6, and there's a 6 here, and that's beautiful, because that seems to have to be 6 in box 1. So these are not 6 anymore. So that's orange and the black digit. This is now blue because it's not. So this is 5. Is that right? That's got to be 5. 5? That's the only place for 5 in the box. So 5 is in, oopsie, 5 is in one of these 2 squares. And 5 is the green digit, isn't it? So 5 is in one of those 2 squares. And 5 is, oh look, I get 5 in the corner. That's almost worthy of a song. 5 is in, well, one of those 2, but we don't know which one. But there is a 5 in one of these, and there's a 5 in one of those. So there's a 5 in one of these in column 8. And the upshot of that is going to be... it might be something. I have no idea. What's that done? If your answer is diddly squat, you may well be correct. Oh, that was really exciting for a moment. Okay, so what do we do now? We are going to think about the... We don't... we've got all this progress. It doesn't do anything. Oh, no. Yes, no. It doesn't quite do anything. Where is the black digit in this box? I don't think I know the answer. I think it's one of 3 places, but I can now see that the 6 in row 8 is in one of 2 places. But I don't think it's giving me anything new. Wow. Wow, this is really clever. It's very, very good setting this, but it is not easy. So, do I know? I'm wondering if what I'm meant to do is sort of colour. Maybe, I was going to say colour the low digits, but I'm actually wondering whether it might be better to try and colour the high digits. Is there a spot that we can spy in the grid where we could definitely propagate colour? Like, it feels like maybe 7, 8s and 9s are an interesting thing to think about. Can we... Is there a way we can colour those? But I feel like there might be, but I can't see where to start with the colouring chain in order to actually get it to... There's another 7, 8, 9 there. There's another 7, 8, 9 there. But even with all these 7s, 8s and 9s, where do you start the colouring and that would enable you to colour all of them? You know, each individual instance of a 7, 8 or a 9 among the triples. No, I dispute it. I don't... Well, actually, hang on. That is a 7, 8 or a 9. I haven't seen that. I don't think that's helped. Oh, is that... Yeah, that's a 7, 8 or a 9. These are both 7, 8s and 9s, because effectively any orange digit that sees a pencil mark 5 and a pencil mark 6, or to put it a different way, a green and a black pencil mark, is 7, 8 or 9. But even with those new insights, that's not done it, has it? So maybe should we think about the low digits instead? So the low digits 1, 2, 3 and 4, is there an obvious place that we can start colouring? I mean, you can see this digit has to go in one of those 2 squares, but that is so underwhelming. That one has to be in one of those 2, has to be in one of those 2. I don't know. It's probably very obvious, actually. It's probably going to be something like, if you make this a 3, that would be a 1, and the world breaks. That would be a 2 or a 4. But the world... I don't think the world does break if you do that. Okay. Goodness me, okay. Aspartagcus, you naughty man, what have you done here? One of those is blue, one of those is orange. But the one that's orange is 5, isn't it? Oh, see, one of those is 5 as well. Yeah, we should put the colour in there. So, one of these is 5. 6. If we could get, if that was 6, for example, that would be huge. I mean, imagine that was 6. That would be double 1 on the Whisper. 1 by Sudoku here. That would make this a 3, make this an 8, 9 pair. This is 7. That would have to be a 2. This would have to be a 1 or a 2. You can see how that would just clear up so much. It would do so much work. If it's not a 6, then this is a 6, and then that's a 5, that's a 5. No, it's not this. It's not this. It's going to be... Alright, let's think about other extreme digits. 4s. Where are 4s? The thing is, they seem to be able to go just about anywhere. That can't be a 4, actually. Because that would put 2 9s there, and then that would... Yeah. Oh, well, that's something. That can't be a 4. If it's 4, those are both 9. And where would you put 9 in column 3? Answer, nowhere. That's not 4. Ah, so where is... oh, actually huge. Where's 4 in row 6? There seems to only be one place. I could see why that's not 4. Why isn't that 4? Oh yes, I remember doing this. It's a long time ago now, but I do remember doing this. If that's a 4, the point was none of these could be 4, could they? Because you get a double 9 in row 5. That was okay. So where's 4 in row 6? It is here, and that is a purple digit. So that's a purple digit. That's the repeated digit on the circle. So 4 is now in one of those squares, which means that either this one or this one is 9. Because next to a 4, you're going to have to put a 9 on a whisper. So that square is not 9. So this square is not 4. Which we could have got a different way just by Sudoku. I didn't see that. So these are not 4. Oh, no. Where's 4 in this box? Oh, this is good, actually. This is actually doing things. Oh, that's huge. That is huge. What? Yeah. If that's 4, which seems to be the only place I can put it in box 8, that has become 3 by Sudoku, and that's 1, and that's 1. So 4 is in one of those squares, not on a whisper in box 2. 1 is here, so that doesn't prevent this being 6. Oh, that's a bit annoying. But 3. Oh, this digit has become a 2. Well, okay, it's much less annoying now. That's 4, so that must be 9. Aha! So that's not 9. That's we know one of those is 4. I now know which one it is. It's that one. So this must be 9. Which means this is not 9. This is not 9. It probably means a lot more than that, but let's worry about that in a second. Look at this column. It's really feeling quite replete, isn't it? 7. This is now this digit is the same as this digit in box 1, so it can't be 9. Just from a Sudoku perspective. This can't be 6. It would be next to 2, and 6 and 2 are not far enough apart. So this is the 6 because it's a black digit. So that loses its blackification. This now, that gains blackification. That loses blackification. Let's tidy up all the pencil marks. 6, 1. Okay, that's fine. Now, what on earth do we do next is the question. And the answer is... I don't know. I don't know is the simple truth. Oh, I tell you what we could do. We could say, where's 4 in box 1? And although I don't think I do know the answer to that, it does clear up where 4 is in box 2, which means that is a blue digit. That is an orange digit, which is a 7, 8, or a 9. Okay, so this is not 1. This is not 1. That might be useful. Gosh, it's still not giving up, is it? That's a 2. So that's not a 2. So is it something like, where is 4 in row 8? 4 in box 9 is a tiny bit restricted. 4 in box 7 is a tiny bit restricted. This square is 1, 2, or 3. I can't see how we're going to resolve it. Oh, that's a 1, so that's not a 1. So this is 2 or 3. These are a 1, 2, 3 triple in box 8. I don't know what to do now. It's going to be... It's probably something to do... Have I got like a 3 on a whisper that I've not used? That would be very handy. If that... Yeah. That's... Yeah, look here. Look at this row. That can't be 9. So this is a 7-8 pair. You can't put 3 here. These both... It's not possible that both of those digits would be far enough away from 3. 3 is only partnering up with 8 and 9. So... This is 1, this is 3, that's huge, because this square now can't be 6 or 7, that can't be 7, this is a 2, so that's a 3, so this is 8 now, can't be 7 anymore, that must be 7, so this is 7, so this is not 7, these are not 8, and this, oh I see, this is a, oh we could get a 3 in the corner. That is a 3-4 pair I think. And what are these digits? 1, 2 and 8 to finish off row 1. What are these digits? 3 and 5. So one, oh, I see one of those is blue and one of them within our sort of nomenclature is orange. So that's not going to quite cut the mustard. What about... Can we use... Now, these 2 squares is what we're going to use next. That's a 1-3 pair, so that becomes a 2. This is a 1 or a 3. 2 is in one of those squares. That means that can be 7 or 8. Oh no, I thought I'd spotted something with this 3, but no, I've labelled that correctly. Oh no, I haven't. That's finished. That's a 9. So that's a 9. That's a 7. That doesn't help us. Let's double click 9s. Yeah, that's very good. Where's 9 in box 6? And the answer is there. So that's 9. So now, surely we're going to get all the 9s, aren't we? Let's check that. 9. Well, nearly. We get 9 locked in one of these 2 squares and 9 locked in one of these 2 squares. So a question that would be valid is where is 9 in column 1? And the answer is there. That becomes 8, so that becomes 9, that becomes 9. And I think all your 9s belong to us. We have done all our 9s. So all we've got to do now is 8s. Now we've got an 8. We've got 2 8s in the grid, but that's all. So 8 in box 4 is in one of 2 places. Oh dear. 3 comes out of this cell because of this digit. 3 comes out of this cell. So I got a 1-2 pair in row 4. Gosh, it's very dark here now as well. I rushed back up the stairs. I just flung myself into my seat. I didn't think it was going to be worth turning the light on. I should have done that, shouldn't I? This is a low digit that is a 1 or a 4 because it sees 2 and oh, I see, so that's a 1 or a 4. Right, where's 2 in this column? The answer is there. So 2 is in one of 3 places, I think. In this box, we have to bear in mind it could be in one of the wings. One of these is blue. I don't know which one, and if it was blue, it might be able to be 2. What about? I don't know. We could. I'm not sure actually. How are we meant to do this then? It's probably going to be something like that can't be 3 because those can't be. If both of those are 8, is there a problem? Yeah, no. 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 Oh, maybe actually. But that's a weird chain of events. It doesn't work for both of these to be 8. I don't think it works, because if these are both 8, which is caused by this being 3, that's 8 in box 5, and now I don't think you can put 8 at all in box 4. But that's what I'd call slightly weird logic. That's not been. I don't feel I've earned that logic, if you know what I mean. I've got it. It's true, but I'd be very surprised if the way that we're meant to solve the puzzle is to pick a random cell and go, and sort of, it was almost a bit of a guess, wasn't it? Well, it was a guess. It was just like, I could see that if that was 3, that double 8'd, and then you sort of chain it through, and you can see there's a problem in the end in box 4. I suppose it just felt a bit chainy, and I know some of you will say, well, all Sudoku logic is a bit chainy. That is true, but I felt slightly uncomfortable with it. So I'm just going to see if I can do it. You see, what we might be able to do. No, I'm not sure if I can actually. Maybe I could do it a different way. If I can prove. You see, if colouring proves these are different or something, then I could also say this couldn't be a 3, and that would be far more elegant. So hang on, does that just work? Let me just think. Actually, I'll just get rid of my purple colouring, just to free me up a colour. I'll just make that purple. So that's purple. So this needs its own colour. What colour should we give it? Indigo. So that's indigo. What I want to do is work out what this is. I might not be able to, actually. No, I don't. I'm not sure I can. It's not quite going to go. Oh, there's a 7-8 pair there. Ah, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. Okay, so maybe this is what you're meant to do. Yeah, see this 7-8 pair in box 1? Well, that's actually knocking out these squares from being 7 and 8. So the purple digit actually only has one home in box 4, which is there. And now I've done it. I've done it in a much more elegant way. So just colouring 7s and 8s, they're different around this digit. So there is a 7 in one of these squares, so this cannot be 3 and has to be 2. That's better. 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. So 3 must be next to 8. So those are 8. So indigo is 7. 7 goes down here, but I've got my black digit down here. So this is a 6-7 pair, and 5 must move upwards. So 5 goes there. 5 comes out of this square. This is 7 now. So what do I need? Oh, I didn't get a 3 in the corner, I'm afraid. Sorry, I wasn't sure we were going to get one, and indeed I don't think we have. So no, we haven't. In fact, definitely not. 1, 3, 3 here. So this is 2 or 4. Why is that blue digit got an 8 pencil marked in it? That feels wrong. That must be a 2, mustn't it? So that's a 4. So 2 is in one of these winged cells, and 1 has to be there in box number 3, and therefore that must be 8 in the corner, which is, oh, so this is 7 in the corner. Now 8 is certainly orange. What about that digit? That should be available, shouldn't it? That's an 8. Ah, an 8. So this is an 8, which means this is a 6, which means that's a 6. So we can lose the shading on those two, lose the pencil mark on that one. And this is a 3 by Sudoku, and that's probably going to finish the puzzle, I think. Yeah. Oh, no. No. Ignore me, it's not. That's a 7. So that should be a 6. So that should be a 6, and that should be an 8. Okay, and that's, oh goodness, I still haven't finished. 6, 7. So a bit of a ricket at the end with a lot of pencil marking having to be tidied up. But I think what we end up with is something like this. Now 5 is an orange digit, isn't it? 2 is a blue digit. and definitely not a green digit. 5 was the green digit, so yeah, sorry, I've got a lot of tidying up to do here. Blue goes there, blue, that's blue. Wow, blue. That's orange and 5. That shouldn't be green. I think we can get rid of the purplification, can't we? And we can get rid of the indigoification. And what we should end up with, that shouldn't be a black digit anymore, is 5's all labelled with green, 6 is all labelled with black, and 1's, 2's, 3's and 4's in one colour. I think that might be correct. That is a brilliant puzzle, by the way, Aaron. That is a brilliant puzzle. It's really clever and not straightforward, especially if you get interrupted in the middle of it. Although I'm not sure. Luckily, where we stopped I wasn't stuck. I was just panicked. But after that, after I came back to the puzzle, it was actually almost harder, wasn't it? It was hard to see how to make progress. But in the end, we did find logical ways through it, and I have to say, I think that's a pretty special puzzle. I think that is a pretty special puzzle, and to do that within the confines of drawing a pencil, a realistic-looking pencil. Let's go back to this. I mean, it's very clear what it is, isn't it? And that produces a Sudoku. It's brilliant. So, I see. So the 2B, it says the cell with the 2 contains a 2. So in our version, we get a 2 here, and the B is sort of superfluous. It's wonderful. A wonderful thing. Oh, is it right? Yes. Solve counter 9. Oh, good grief. I know 2 people who've written in about it. So that's really surprising. Okay, anyway, that's brilliant. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.